Okay.
Call to order the City Council meeting for the City of East Grand Forks for February 21st, 2023. City Administrator, please call roll.
Mayor Steve Gander.
Here.
Council President Mark Olstad.
Here.
Council Vice President Tim Riopel.
Here.
Council Members Clarence Vetter.
Here.
Ben Pachavinsky.
Here.
Dale Helms.
Here.
Brian Larson.
Here.
Karen Peterson.
Here.
Does term quorum please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Open forum and opportunity for members of the public to address the City Council on items not on the current agenda. Items requiring council action we would defer to staff, boards, or commissions for research and future council agendas if appropriate. I see none. Move on to approval of minutes from February 7th council meeting and February 14th work session. Is there a motion?
Move.
Moved by Larson.
Second.
Second by Riopel. Any questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Peterson.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Pachavinsky.
Yes.
Riopel.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Olstad.
Yes.
Larson.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Scheduled bed lettings, there is none. Scheduled public hearings, there is none. Move on to the consent agenda. Items under the consent agenda will be adopted with one motion. However, council members may request individual items to be pulled from the consent agenda for discussion and action they choose. Anyone like 3 through 7 pulled? If not, entertain a motion of 3 through 7, please.
Approve 3 through 7.
Moved by Riopel.
Second.
Second by Better. Questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Peterson.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Pachavinsky.
Yes.
Riopel.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Olstad.
Yes.
Larson.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Acknowledge receipt of reports of officer boards and commissions. Number 8, regular meeting minutes of Water, Light, Power, and Building Commission for January 18th, 2023 and February 1st, 2023. Communication, there is none. Old business, there is none. Move on to new business. Consider adopting Resolution 23-02-19, adopting the fees for the summer recreation programs in swimming pool for the 2023 season. Is there a motion?
Move.
Moved by Riopel.
Second.
Second by Larson. Questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Peterson.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Pachavinsky.
Yes.
Riopel.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Olstad.
Yes.
Larson.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Number 10, consider approving the facility use agreement between the City of East Grand Forks and the East Grand Forks Blue Line Club for the use of the VFW Memorial Arena from March 22nd through April 16th for a total of $11,050. Is there a motion?
Move.
Moved by Better.
Second.
Second by Riopel. Discussion on? Roll call, please.
Peterson.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Pachavinsky.
Yes.
Riopel.
Yes.
Helms.
Yes.
Olstad.
Yes.
Larson.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Consider adopting Resolution 23-02-20, filing proposed assessment roll and setting the final hearing for the 2022 assessment job number 2 for utilities and street reconstruction on 4th Street Northeast for Tuesday, March 21st, 2023.
Move.
Moved by Larson.
Second.
Second by Riopel. Questions or discussion? Mr. Vetter.
Isn't this putting the cart before the horse again? Aren't we supposed to complete the project and then do the final assessment roll?
What was that, Mr. Vetter?
Aren't we putting the cart before the horse again? Aren't we supposed to complete it all? No, wait. No, are we right? We've approved the contract already with the contractor?
Yeah, we approved the contract, so now we have bids.
Okay.
So we're going to hold the final assessment hearing before you guys would decide if you're going to award it.
But the way we were going to work it, don't we approve the bids and then do the assessment roll?
No, I mean, we've done it both ways where you've approved the contract, we complete the project, and then you hold the final assessment roll.
Correct.
But on the last couple, we've actually held the final assessment hearing prior to you guys awarding the contract.
But doing it this way, if someone wants to argue their special assessments, they've got from now and then 30 days? Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I did on this one, because I think we ran into a little bit of snag last time. Last time I had it where their bids had to be good for 60 days. This time I changed it to 90 days.
Okay. I'm confusing myself. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Clarence, that's good clarification.
Anybody else have any
I
questions?
say that's a very good clarification because this is the sequence that we want.
Right. Yep.
Anything else? Not, roll call, please.
Peterson?
Yes.
Vetter?
Yes.
Pakshavinsky?
Yes.
Riepel?
Yes.
Helms?
Yes.
Olsted?
Yes.
Larson?
Yes.
Motion is carried. Number 12, consider adopting Resolution 23-02-21, approving the use of the down payment assistance program funds to reduce the listed cities' owned lots.
Move.
Moved by Larson,
Second.
second by Helms. Questions or discussion? Mayor?
I think this is a good move. I appreciate the work that our EDA board and our EDA director have put into it. And of course, our goal is to get out of this business as soon as we possibly can. This idea of developing and selling residential lots, that's for the private sector. So I think this will accelerate our finishing off the use of that inventory. And then we can step back and let the private sector do what it does, taking bare land, platting it, selling it into residential lots. So appreciate the work that you've put into this, and hopefully it takes us a step closer to that. Thanks.
Anybody else have anything? Roll call, please.
Peterson?
Yes.
Vetter?
Yes.
Pakshavinsky?
Yes.
Riepel?
Yes.
Helms?
Yes.
Olsted?
Yes.
Larson?
Yes.
Motion is carried. Number 13, consider accepting the resignation of Mr. Murphy as a city administrator effective as of April 21st, 2023. Your motion.
Move.
Moved by Vetter,
Second.
second by Riepel. Questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Peterson?
Yes.
Vetter?
Yes.
Pakshavinsky?
Yes.
Riepel?
Yes.
Helms?
Yes.
Olsted?
Yes.
Larson?
Yes.
Motion is carried. Move on to claims. Consider authorizing the city administrator clerk treasurer to issue payment of recommended bills and payroll.
Move.
Moved by Riepel,
Second.
second by Larson. Questions or discussion? Roll call, please.
Peterson?
Yes.
Vetter?
Yes.
Pakshavinsky?
Yes.
Riepel?
Yes.
Helms?
Yes.
Olsted?
Yes.
Larson?
Yes.
Motion is carried. Mayor Gander.
Couple things. First of all, regarding Mr. Murphy's resignation, David and I have visited about this, and he knows that he's leaving on good terms as far as I'm concerned. I believe that this is true of the rest of the city council, department heads, and staff. We appreciate the work that David and his family have done in the years that they've been in our community. As noted earlier, David's resignation will take effect April 21st of 2023. This will allow 2 months for us to set up the process for hiring a new city administrator, including the possibility of an interim city administrator to bridge the gap between David's departure and when the new city administrator begins. In all likelihood, our permanent city administrator will also need to give 2 months' notice or so in their current position. David, we anticipate that you'll be an excellent resource for us as we start the process of identifying and hiring our new city administrator. I have great confidence in our City Council President, Mark Olsted, and the rest of the City Council, our department heads and city staff, for an effective selection process of our new city administrator. Thank you in advance for managing the inevitable speed bumps that we will encounter along the way. David, we wish you and your family well in your new home in St. Joseph area. I also want to give a shout out to Keith Mickleseth and our whole Water and Light department. Keith is our Water and Light department manager. Most of you know that we're going through and replacing all the water meters in town. When the contractor came and replaced the meter at our clinic, he was very professional, courteous, and quite humorous. He was also in and out very quickly. I let him know that I would make sure to recognize him for this. Now here's where it gets interesting. Within a week or so after the new meter came in, Corey Thompson, our technology manager in the Water and Light Department, emailed me and asked if we have any equipment that would be using water 24 hours a day. And I said, no. As a matter of fact, we do not have any equipment such as that. Then he let me know that we're using 20 hours per gallon, 20 gallons per hour of water, even in the middle of the night. He said if that's really not necessary, it would equal about $100 a month in water. So we checked and we had some plumbing fixtures that were in need of repairs, and when I checked back with Corey, the extra usage had completely stopped. So it turns out that rectifying our toilet problems made our excess water usage go to zero. So if you haven't yet scheduled your water meter replacement, go ahead and do it. Thanks.
Better.
I don't have anything. Thank you.
Mr. Pakshavinsky.
Nope.
Mr. Reed.
I'm not saying a word. Nothing.
Peterson?
No.
Mr. Larson?
I'll just, thank you, Mr. Murphy, for your service, and you've been very, very kind working with me here in my first term, so I really appreciate everything that you've done and wish you well.
Yeah, I want to thank Mr. Murphy publicly also. We have talked privately, but I'm sure we'll have many more discussions over the next couple of months here, but I want to thank him for his time here and what he's done, and wish him well and his family well, and hopefully you enjoy being in St. Joseph.
Thank you.
So, you have anything, sir?
No, just one thing. The Polk County Commissioners had their meeting this morning. They did address the bridge consultant. They did approve it. However, they approved it at a rate of not to exceed of $20,000. The one quarter was $37,500 and some dollars. So that's a positive. So I'll bring that back and we'll move forward with that. So that was nice. And I do want to thank everyone for being so welcoming here. I will help with the transition in any way that I'm asked. You know, I don't want to be pushy, but I will help in any way that I can, both before and after I leave. And I'll try to make the transition as smooth as possible. And I have truly enjoyed working with all of you. It was a very difficult decision for me to decide to leave, but ultimately I think it's the best. So thank you, everyone.
Mr. Helms, do you have anything? Sorry.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Mr. Murphy there also, and I'm sure he will enjoy his time back closer to home, and he'll make everything work out just fine. Thank you, Dave.
Anything from you, Steve?
I have nothing tonight. Thank you.
Anything from the department heads? I see none. Entertain a motion to adjourn. Moved by Vetter.
Second.
Second by Larson. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Bye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Means adjourned.